You guys are reminding me about how, like, a while back I joked about how someone should make a theme park game where the guests like being tortured.
Oh.
I mean, some people do that in Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, I've shown you how to do that in 3.
Yeah, you had a gorilla sent to the park in the park.
Yeah, I dropped
Yes,
the
and then
gorilla
you-
on the park and just shot my guests.
Oh yeah, and then you launch them into a pool.
Yeah.
The pool is the funniest part for me.
It's funny because as a kid, me and one of my stepsisters had this Etch-a-Sketch, and we would just draw a bunch of squiggly lines on it. And we would be like, hey guys, look, it's the roller coaster to die for. Literally.
You would design the euthanasia coaster before it was a thing.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
basically.
It's so wild how that's actually a thing someone figured out.
Yeah, like, isn't it just kind
I
of
think
like...
a person just figured out you have someone die via G-forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Because I was kind of getting a little freaked out when I realized that some people on roller coasters can actually pass out from G-forces.
Yeah,
Like that's kind of scary.
When I was at Disney World, two rides I rode got really bad G-force for me. One was a rock and roller coaster, but honestly, once you got past that G-force, the ride was pretty fun. The other one was in Mission Space on the highest level. That has the worst G-force.
Because it kind of sucked. Because as a kid, like really like roller coasters, so now I'm just sort of worried if I ever went on them again. Like, will I pass out?
Not through an actually well-designed roller coaster.
Or will I get sick because I can't handle it as well as I used to, or something? Because I had a pretty bad experience at one of those like local county fairs where it's like whoever's in charge just like had a tendency to make you sick when you went on some of their rides.
Yeah. Then again, it's a county fair. I tend not to trust rides that can fold back on
the
the back
county
of a
fairs
truck.
Yeah, because I remember I went on some spinny ride and I felt like I was gonna throw up for like an hour. Because like the fair I usually went to, I never felt sick, but the county fair made me feel ill.
Gonna be honest, Disney parks are where it's at because I was never really a fan of huge freaking roller coasters, but Disney parks are kind of got the perfect size for roller coasters, like something like Expedition Everest or Big Thunder Mountain. That's what I think. I know because I grew up around the Six Flags, or I went to a Six Flags a lot. You can only handle certain rides on there. The big ones I just know out of.
Because I kind of like the bigger rides, and sometimes I feel like the other ones can be kind of. I think as a kid, I remember finding the other ones kind of boring. Like it wasn't exciting or fast enough. I don't know.
I never knew I didn't like big roller coasters when I rode this one ride at Six Flags. It was called like the American Eagle. And first off, giant freaking drops, and I hate giant freaking drops. Second, the ride was old and rickety. That is the worst.
Well, if it's old, it's
That is like
all
the
those
worst.
plants.
Lee.
Like there was this other big roller coaster at Six Flags that I forgot the name of that I rode that was also similarly rickety.
My main thing I really don't like is when they have you upside down for a long period of time. Like I don't like those pirate ships where that's like they keep gradually like going back and forth to the point they get so much momentum they can go upside down. You could be like up there for like a few seconds. That kind of scares me.
Rides because I'd be like, even when I was younger, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking throw up if I go on that ride.
Yeah, I do not like those rides either, man.
Like I know a lot of those rides tend to do things like they'll have like a net above you, so like if you're upside down, you like in case there's like a weird situation where you fell out, the net would grab you. But
I've seen this one carnival ride. It's called different things in different areas, but the one I went, it was called the Zipper, and it was like this.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Big one where you're in this like cage-like thing, and it goes in a circle, but I think the car cage you're in kind of spins around.
Yeah, it's a
That's
loose
the
cage
part
and
feels like
it
it's
spins like vertically.
feels like it's
Stay
intended
away
to
from
make
that
you
because that looks like a key to Vomit City.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg talked about going on one of those rides.
Yeah. Personally, the ride I like that was one called the Himalaya, where you just go really fast in a circle and then go backwards.
Yeah, the ride I really liked going on, was one called the Scrambler.
Oh.
That one looks like it's way scarier, sounds way more intense than it actually is.
Yeah, it's just one of those rides where like you get where like the main part just spins around one way, and then there are like smaller arms that spin around the opposite direction.
Hmm.
Why? It's like the rides though, where you're on like a swing thing, and it like swings you in a circle, kind of.
Oh, I like the swings.
Yeah, I like those. There was at the Six Flags I went to growing up, they had one of those, and I always wanted to go on it. Now the thing is, like, Six Flags always tried to hit you with the Looney Tunes scheming, but I never cared for those Looney Tunes costume characters.
Yeah, I never went to Six Flags growing up, honestly. I didn't really have one where I grew up.
I only see where I mentioned earlier in the session my parents divorced when I was young. But they did, my dad moved like right very close to where the Six Flags in the Chicago area is. And then the year he got that first year he was divorced, we were like regularly visiting him. He gets us season tickets for it. So like there's Six Flags like every weekend.
Oh yeah, was your Six Flags the one that had the Wiggles stuff?
Oh, Wiggles World, yeah, it was Great America.
In the Wiggles World,
Yeah, I remember.
I remember that one Defunct Land video that was talking about the Wiggles.
Yeah, Wiggles World, they had it at that one. I know because whenever we were at Six Flags as kids, we pass it, and me and my sister would be like, my sister would jokingly go, "Hey guys, let's go to Wiggles World." I'd be like, totally. Totally. It looks very tacky looking at it from afar.
I mean, that's kind of the fun of amusement parks, is how bad they look.
Well, one thing I forgot that I just remembered was at this Six Flags when I was younger. They used to have this Cartoon Network themed area called Camp Cartoon Network.
Oh.
And the whole theming was they had a bunch of Cartoon Network branding on it, but there was never any current airing shows. It was always like a shit you find on Boomerang, like the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Oh.
There was one ride I loved riding that was Jetson themed. It was called Spacely Sprocket Rocket Roller Coaster. It was just kind of smaller roller coaster for younger kids, but because I was scared of bigger roller coasters, I liked stuff like that. It also was very short. You can ride it multiple times easily because its line was never long.
Well, I guess that explains it. I do like when there's just small lines so you can just go on it over and over.
Yeah.
I like how the windmill has the same intensity as the lava cake.
Yeah.
The windmill.
It's very intimidating.
Yeah.
Oh no! I think I got a count of how many times we keep falling.
Yeah, just like a Hat in Time fall count.
I hope this video gets a compilation at some point.
Yeah, if you remember to or have time.
Please disregard my.
Nope, those are the same 3 badges every single time, so I think those are the last 3 badges he has.
Oh really? Huh.
Wow. Now, real question about theme parks. Let's go to Action Park.
Oh no.
I know that when we started this channel, one of the things we joked about doing was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and just calling the park Action Park.
We try to recreate the Cannonball Loop.
Yeah, we make it even better actually, because we know how to launch the people.
The only thing I can't handle more than big roller coasters are big water slides.
Oh yeah, like I know there's like some water slides I saw as a kid where it's like they were meant for like older people, but they were like really tall and also super vertical, so that kind of is a little freaky.
The slide part was
I
scary.
feel like you could fall off.
See, for me, it was never that the slide part was scary. It's just that I have really bad sensory issues to getting my face wet.
Mm.
Yeah. Where I lived, I didn't have a theme park near me. I had a water park / skiing resort near me.
But like, oh my gosh, I freaking loved water parks as a kid.
There was one at that same Six Flags I mentioned. They had a water park section called Hurricane Harbor, and they had this one slide called the Tornado, and it was this weird one where it was kind of big, and you kind of, when you went down, you kind of swung back and forth on this big, loopy kind of tornado thing, and I was like, no. Seeing that commercial for it, no.
Oh yeah, I do remember. I did kind of like almost drown in a wave pool though.
Ooh.
And
Like it was kind of fun, but it was scary.
What happened? What park was that?
Well, it's like the one. Well, I don't know, like
it was in Park Park.
Valley Fair.
Okay, it was like, because ironically, I kind of like wave pools. Then again, I always just stayed in the
Like
shower.
I think wave pools are neat, but yeah, I think you got to be a little careful when you're in them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they don't have the nickname
Like
Grave
maybe
Pools for no
don't
reason.
maybe don't try going too deep into them.
Yeah, especially with the wave pools will have that section, but those times where they'll just turn on the waves extra high.
Maybe.
I know my big, well, this is not really Trump, but kind of my big read. I learned I didn't like water slides really young because I went on to this one water park in Wisconsin when I was like 6, and I went on this on this water slide that was probably a bit too big for me. Because I got the worst high intensity splash when I splashed, and I was just so traumatized.
Aw.
I'm just thinking about how in this specific color section, it makes that kid looks like she's wearing jeans.
Oh.
But,
Kinda.
he looks like a traffic cone.
Oh my gosh. A little bit.
Yeah, she's gonna conduct traffic.
Yeah.
Stop in the name of the law.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, I remember I was showing you those videos from this one channel that talks about theme parks.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And
intense.
it was the one with some really awful water slide designs.
You're talking about the one where you go underwater to get to the slide?
Yeah, like it's like this pipe that kind of sucks you in, and you're basically submerged in underwater for like 30 seconds.
I'm
But it's
surprised
supposed
it got approved.
Yeah, apparently, but apparently it would only allow certain people that were like older and were experienced. So it's not
Make sure
definitely.
you can swim and can breathe underwater.
And ironically, have not heard any incidents involving it, but it is baffling.
Make sure you can hold your breath underwater for a long time.
Like I think they want you to make sure you can, and they also would not allow little kids to ride it.
Yeah, I am pretty sure you would need to prevent a death at the park.
And apparently, if someone were to get stuck, like either on purpose or something else, apparently they would have to. They would just drain the water. But it's extremely expensive, and that kind of killed the it kind of killed the slide because they couldn't really have enough money to maintain it.
I'd imagine.
Yes, because I think it would drain the entire pool.
It's just one of those situations of don't do it if you don't want to pay the price of things going wrong.
And then there's like this other part in the video where I guess it's a common thing in Japan for there to be love hotels.
Yeah, love hotels are a thing.
So they
for a bit.
incorporate a water slide where you jump, where that sends you into a hot tub. But apparently it's like you start moving so fast and it has these sharp turns. You kind of get bumped up.
See, in theory, they should have just made the slide less intense.
Yeah, and then it's like and then you see a video of this lady sliding down, and she probably could have been close to being launched outside of the pool and into the wall instead.
Well, did Nintendo experiment with love hotels?
I have no idea, but that sounds crazy. I want to
I
see a
know they did a
video
lot
about
of
it if
weird
it's
stuff
real.
with limited games.